I will not return to Barcelona. I will join Inter Miami. Lionel Messi claimed on the evening of June 7th. Lionel Messi has made the decision on his future and Barcelona is not a part of it. The World Cup winner and the GOAT will pursue his career in MLS. Press like if you were also shocked by Leo's choice. Let's see how many of us reacted the same way. Everyone expected Messi and Barca's paths to definitely cross this summer. Reliable sources gave an 85% probability of this exact turn of events, though we ended up having what we have. How did we come to this? Did Laporta betray Leo once again? Why is Messi's father suspected of lies and pressure? And why did Messi openly hint during his interview that some people would not be happy to see him at Barca? According to reports, Pulga is morally broken. Thus, we have a whole new drama on an even bigger scale than it was in the summer of 2021. Inside Football takes on a huge topic where we are about to find out why Messi's reunion with Barca never happened. Let's get into it! You did it again, Barcelona. Argentina TV channel TIC Sports provocatively declares on Twitter. The message is quite obvious here. These words mean that the Catalans were once again unable to solve Messi's contract registration problem, deceiving expectations not only of Leo, but also of millions of culés all over the world. And then, even more shocking details of Laporta's betrayal popped up on Twitter. Messi is morally broken and Barcelona has been promising him and Antonella 2 months ago that his return is possible and everything will be arranged in May. But nothing happened. Also because they want to show him bad. They say if he doesn't come back, it's his decision, and that's wrong. Everyone started sharing and liking the stories of some guy named Alessandro, who has been called differently, such as one of Messi's close friends, Messi's relative, and one of the runners of Messi's store. You see, many could have doubted the authenticity of the source, but the tweet eventually did its job and began to show suspicions about the sincerity of Laporta's actions and his real intentions behind returning Messi to Camp Nou. We are gonna fight again over who's right and who's wrong, aren't we? Why don't we just accept that the situation is complicated for all parties and the solution could not be met and move on? There doesn't have to be a wrong side. Or better yet, blame the real villains, in this case, Tebas. The popular Barca blogger Barca Pictures wrote on Twitter. So who is to blame for a complicated situation like this? Laporta, Tebas, or Messi and his camp? We have fished out some info from credible journalists and are ready to share it with you. Gaston Adul, an Argentinian reporter known to be very close to Messi's entourage, reported the following. The real reasons why Leo Messi will not return to Barca. The times did not coincide. Barcelona never presented a formal offer. Messi to wait. He needed guarantees that he would be 100% registered. But that assurances have never arrived to him. Even until the August, there never were any guarantees. Well, why not turn to good old Fabrizio Romano? The reality. Messi did everything he could to play for Barcelona. The club also tried everything until the last minute. But it was all up to La Liga and fair play. In the last 2-3 days, Barcelona really tried to sell Ansu, Kessie, Ferran Torres, but it couldn't happen. We also thought of showing you the piece from ESPN's Samuel Martin. Here's what he has to say on the topic. It's not just that Messi didn't want to wait for Barcelona. He also didn't want to be the reason why a certain Barca player must be sold or be asked to reduce wages. The mentioned insiders are totally worthy of your attention. Summing up all the above, a few things become clear. Messi decided not to wait until Barcelona could fit his contract in La Liga's FFP system. He actually wanted to return. Laporta also wanted his return, so the club tried hard to quickly sell a bunch of players they don't count on in the next season. And, interestingly enough, Leo did not even want some footballers to be sold and their salaries cut because of his arrival. The story seems clear, right? But there is another person in the story who doesn't want to give Barca supporters a rest and who is directly blamed for the failure of the legendary comeback. Messi's father, Jorge, the person responsible for his son's football affairs and the one who has a great impact on Leo's decisions. Some Barca fans are sure that Jorge must take the blame for the failed comeback. Jorge Messi has made fun of Barca again. He shows up in Barcelona one morning and says that Messi wants to play for Barca. At night, he says he would play for free. He puts 48 hours limit, knowing it's impossible. Used are left to raise US and Saudi offers. Persona non grata. The Barca blogger El Modelo tabled his recent accusations. Indeed, we also find this old man's behavior rather suspicious, because after the meeting with Messi's dad, which took place on Monday, Jorge said the following in an interview with journalists. "Leo wants to join Barcelona and we also want him to. It's a possibility." However, strange news began to appear of Messi and his entourage wanting to arrange a transfer to Barcelona as soon as possible, and that the Catalans should hurry up and give Lionel guarantees of his registration. Still, on the evening of June 7th, Barca published an official statement which directly states that during the meeting between Jorge Messi and Joan Laporta, the footballer's father and his agent informed the president of Barcelona that the Argentine will move to Inter Miami. "I'm sorry, but in this situation, it's not Laporta's or Barca's fault. The only one to blame is Messi and his father. How can you expect Barca to offer you a contract within 3-4 days if the situation doesn't make it possible?" He, his father, and everyone knew that. The transfer window opens on July 1st. Why is he in such a hurry? Give yourself a holiday and wait. The offers from MLS and Arabia will remain the same, trust me. But no, he really wants to sign a contract this week. So let him go to the MLS and play for the last placed. Yet another opinion from Twitter we just couldn't help but share with you. Guys, what do you think? Who is to blame for Messi's grand comeback to Barcelona going wrong? Write your thoughts in the comments below. On the evening of June 7th, Lionel Messi gave interviews to 2 local newspapers, Sport and Mundo Deportivo, where he brought up all concerns to the discussion table. We suppose you have already read this interview, but we just have to highlight its key points with you. Summary of Lionel Messi's interview. He wanted to come back to FC Barcelona. He wasn't very happy at PSG. He had offers from Europe, but only wanted Barca. He didn't want any player to leave or reduce his salary because of him. Barca could not give any guarantees. He wanted peace. That's why he decided to join Inter Miami early. He feared the same thing as 2021 would happen again. He wants to have a proper farewell. He wants to return one day. Well, looks like Messi actually explained it all. Messi basically confirms he wasn't going to leave his future in Tebas's hands, and he took a decision. Fair enough. I would have done the same after so much disrespect. Why should Messi leave his whole future of his children in the hands of a league president that pushed him out and kept blocking his return? He made the right choice. Simple as that. Imagine Messi waits 2 or 3 months for Barcelona, but the club still fails to register him because La Liga is an institution without an ounce of integrity, doing all they can to block his return to Spain. Writes Rafael Hernandez, another famous Barca blogger whose opinion also matches ours, isn't it? We have also marked key quotes for you, meant to directly explain why Messi did not want to return to Barcelona. We find them very important in understanding what happened. I was already blamed for a lot of things that weren't true in my career at Barcelona, and I was a bit tired of it. I didn't want to go through all that. What were they going to say about me if they had to sell players or things like that for my signing? Try arguing with Leo on that. But there are probably people on the board who don't want me to come back, who don't think it would be good for the club if I came back. Unfortunately, this one is also true. I'm not sure if Barca did everything possible to make it happen, honestly. I just know what Xavi told me, Messi noted in the interview. It's worth admitting that Barcelona bosses reacted very strangely to Messi's decision to join Inter Miami. And these can be seen from choice of words taken from the same official statement. President Laporta understood and respected Messi's decision to want to compete in a league with fewer demands, further away from spotlight and the pressure he has been subjected to in recent years. Only one question can be asked here: why humiliate another league, and most importantly, Messi's decision? After all, it's his own right to choose in which club he wishes to spend the next years of his outstanding career. Messi loves Barcelona, both the club and the city, so we are sure that sooner or later this reunion will happen. Give us a like if you'd love to see it too. Folks, support our new Wonder Kids project, where we have released a video about the football talents of Lionel Messi's kids. We need your subscriptions. Go check out the channel and give it a subscribe. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.